Imagine sending your daughter out for her birthday only to find her surrounded by 6 older women, red-faced, pointing fingers, calling her a sinner because she won't bow down to her grandparents' demands. That's exactly what happened to me. But instead of breaking, I fought back. And let's just say, my ex-mother-in-law never saw this coming. If you've ever wished you could serve cold, delicious justice to the people who wronged you and your family, hit that like button, subscribe, and get comfortable, because this is one of the most satisfying revenge stories you'll ever hear. My name's Sarah, I'm 46, and I'm raising 2 incredible teenage daughters, 17 and 15. But our lives haven't been easy. Last year, my husband died in a car accident. Sounds tragic, right? Except he wasn't the faithful husband everyone thought he was. He left behind 2 children from an affair, and when their mother also died, his parents, my ex-in-laws, decided it was my daughter's responsibility to pick up the pieces. From the moment he died, my ex-in-laws made it their mission to control us. They wanted custody of my girls. They wanted to move in with us. They even guilt-tripped my daughters for not loving their baby brothers. And when we resisted, things got ugly. Conflict escalation. The market incident. It was supposed to be a joyful day. My youngest's birthday. We went to the local weekend market, a place buzzing with farmers selling fresh eggs, homemade jams, the smell of warm bread in the air. I gave her a budget and told her, "Go wild, get whatever sweets you want." But after an hour my phone rang. It was her. And she was crying. My heart dropped. She whispered, "Mom, there are these women, they won't leave me alone." I ran, my oldest daughter right behind me, weaving through the stalls until I saw them. 6 older women circling my 15-year-old. Their voices were sharp, scolding. "You're an unchristian child. How dare you abandon your poor grandparents? Your baby brothers need you, and you're being selfish." My daughter's face was red, tears streaking down her cheeks. My oldest clutched her arm, trying to shield her. I stepped forward, stood between my daughter and those women, and with my voice shaking but firm I said, "You will not speak to my daughter like that. Not now. Not ever." But instead of backing off, they turned on me. "You should be ashamed. A good Christian wife obeys her husband's parents." My blood boiled. The hypocrisy, the cruelty, it was unbearable. The shouting escalated until vendors asked us all to leave. So I gathered my daughters, told my eldest to pay for the sweets, and we marched to the car. The women followed, circling like vultures, their words lashing out until I slammed the car door shut and drove away. That night, once my girls were safely asleep, I couldn't rest. My hands trembled with anger as I messaged a friend from their church. What he told me floored me. My ex-mother-in-law had posted a massive sob story in their church Facebook group. According to her, my daughters and I had left her and her husband homeless and penniless. She claimed we abandoned them, that we refused to care for my ex's orphaned sons. And here's the kicker. She told everyone the boys were surrogates, that I couldn't have more kids, so my husband nobly arranged for another woman to carry them. Her twisted version painted me as a cold-hearted mother who rejected the babies because they were boys. Disgusting. But here's the one fatal flaw in her plan. Their church despises cheating. It's their biggest, unforgivable sin. And I had proof. You see, when my husband died, we were in the middle of divorce. I had folders of evidence. Photos of him kissing his mistress in our living room, text threads begging her to leave her husband for him, emails where his parents admitted they knew everything. I even had the cruelest messages. My ex-in-laws calling my daughters bastards and blaming them for their father's death. That was my breaking point. The next morning I marched into a print shop. My heart pounded as I paid extra for glossy, high-resolution copies. Then I went home and worked for hours, carefully assembling personalized binders that looked almost identical to the church's hymn packets. On the very first page, a picture of my husband passionately kissing his mistress in our living room. Underneath, in bold letters, the true love story of ex-husband's name and mistress's name. It was my masterpiece. That Sunday, I walked into the church with a calm smile. No one questioned me as I placed the binders neatly on the back table, right next to the real him books. Then I left, and I waited. The gossip exploded like wildfire. My phone buzzed non-stop. Messages, screenshots, people whispering, calling my ex-husband every name under the sun. The Facebook group turned into a war zone. The pastor himself had to step in just to stop the insults from going full R-rated. And my ex-in-laws, oh, they were done. Their community, the one place they thought they were untouchable, turned against them. They were shamed, shunned, humiliated. Eventually, they stopped showing up at church altogether. Meanwhile, my daughters received apology letters, handwritten, from people who had believed the lies. And me. I even got an invitation to return to the church for support. The irony was delicious. Sometimes people think they can rewrite history, that they can twist the truth until they look like the victim. But the truth has a funny way of coming out. And when it does, justice doesn't just sting, it burns. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more stories just like this, where karma always finds its mark.